Poverty is a huge sign of spiritual warfare, right? Spiritual warfare, right? Now, why do I say this? I say this that it's a sign of spiritual warfare because when you are a person that has been going through poverty for years, your mom went through poverty for years, your daddy went through poverty, you grew up in poverty, right? It's a sign of spiritual warfare because it shows that you are in agreement with the enemy instead of being in agreement with your Father, with who God says you are, with who God has anointed you to be, with who God has mantled you to be, right? So we have to understand that a lot of times we are not consistent in a thing long enough to reap the benefits of the harvest, right? So when you are in agreement with God, you are actually rested in your faith. You are rested in your faith. We have to understand, first of all, faith without works is dead. Faith is your sanity. Faith is your knowing. Faith is your anticipation. Faith is a sign of you being in agreement with God. And when you are in agreement with God, you know that it may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen next year for me. It may not even happen 2 years from now, but it's going to happen. So therefore, you're going to keep putting in the work in order to get there, because you know what's yours is yours. You know what God has for you is going to be for you, and let no man is going to be able to stop the blessings from God, right? But poverty is a sign that a lot of times, like I said, we're not consistent long enough to see the benefit of a thing, but it shows that you are not rested in your faith, right? It shows that you have not completely surrendered to God and say, you know what, God, I know you have more for me. I am willing and able to be where I need to be, to sacrifice what I need to sacrifice. And a lot of times what sets rich people apart from people who are not rich, or wealthy people from people who are not wealthy, is the ability for people with wealth to do the things that people without wealth are not willing to do, right? What's going to set you apart is your ability to sacrifice where people are not willing to sacrifice. Your ability to have courage where people are not willing to have courage at. Your ability to get up at a certain time in the morning where people are not even willing to get up at that time. That's what's going to set you apart, right? Because those things is a sign of your faith. That's what the Bible says, faith without works is dead. Why? Because your faith, if you have faith, it's going to show outwardly. You're going to get up when you need to. You're going to be where you need to be because you are anticipating the blessing. You know God has more for you. Poverty is such a sign of spiritual warfare because you given up on yourself and you given up on God. And this is why instant gratification, like I talk about all the time, is a thief. Why? Because like I said, you have to be consistent long enough. See, at the end of the day, sometimes we got to understand, sometimes God is wanting to trust you more than anything. You have to be trusted with the blessing. You have to be trusted that you're going to get up in the morning and do what you need to do. You have to be trusted that you're going to put your money in the right places to make the right moves, right? So with all that being said, I started a mentorship program. It's going to be called P31 Bootcamp. And I have been praying about this for a long time. God has been putting it in my spirit for a long time. I only can take 25 women. I have 5 women signed up so far. It's going to be $25. 25 women, $25. It's going to talk about a lot of things. So I made a video a couple weeks ago and I talked about how I got these 2 iPhone 16 Pro Maxes under my LLC's name, under my business name, right? So I walked into Verizon. I didn't have to make no down payment, no credit checks, nothing. Literally gave them my EIN and that was it, and paid the sales tax on the phone, brand new, straight out of the box. And the monthly payments on these phones are literally half of what an individual would pay. So you get so many benefits of opening up an LLC. So we're going to talk about that. You're going to be my permanent mentee. So you're going to have my phone number. You're going to be able to call me at a certain time each day in order to get certain information from me. We're going to start January 1st. It's going to be for 7 days. So from January 1st to January 8th, from 7 to 8 p.m., we are going to meet on Zoom. You can either come here into my office, or if you're close, or we can meet over Zoom. right? We're going to talk about the LLC, how to open up your LLC. We're going to talk about becoming a realtor. So if you're interested in becoming a realtor, this is a great way for you to get your foot in the door, get all of the knowledge that you need, because at the end of the day, the real estate course is going to teach you the elements of a contract and how to stay out of real estate jail, but it is not going to teach you how to interact with people, how to connect with people, how to sell homes, none of that, right? So it's going to get you in the door. I'm going to go over different forms in real estate. Like this form is the mineral oil and gas rights form. We're going to go over the offer to purchase contract. We're going to go over the residential property and owners association disclosure statement paperwork. We're going to go over different things as far as how to become a realtor, what classes I took, how I studied, right? We're going to also talk about a freight dispatching company and what a freight dispatcher is. So the requirements are you have to be interested in one of those three. So this is going to be for my corporate girlies who want to get into the corporate industry. So you will get a freight dispatching manual as well if you want to become a freight dispatcher. So I'm going to give you a manual that I created on my own. I'm going to show y'all my 1099s. When I first opened up my business, I literally that year made $12,000. That's it. My first year in business, I made $12,000. That's literally less than $1,000 a year, especially after paying taxes, right? So I'm going to show y'all all of that. And I'm also going to talk about content creation. So if you want to become a content creator, I'm going to show you how I did that. And I'm going to give you a free digital product that's literally, it's going to tell you what to say. It's going to tell you how to post. It's going to tell you when to post. So my light just went out, y'all. But it's going to literally give you the keys to the streets, right? For only $25. So I encourage you all to join. I'm only taking 20 women because, like I said, that is just the most I can take. I want to give you all my undivided attention, and I really want to give back. So I want you all to go into 2025 as business owners, as real estate students, right? If you want to become a content creator, I want to be able to give you a digital product so where you can get an idea of how content creators post and when they post, what to say, hooks. A lot of people don't know what a hook is when it comes to content creation. So it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to the class. I love y'all so much. Sign up now. If it goes over the 25 people, I will kindly send you a refund and hopefully can get you in the next class. But like I said, 25 is all I can take. And again, y'all, please don't sign up for this class if you're not going to take it serious. This class has to be something that you are putting your money into, to the $25 into, invest in the $25, and it's going to be the best $25 that you ever spend in your life, right? Because you're going to get me as your personal mentor. You have to want me to be your personal mentor. You have to be open to constructive criticism. When I tell you something that you've been doing for a long time and it's not working, I'm going to tell you, hey, that's not going to work. You're going to have to change up your patterns. You're going to have to switch it up. Right? If you're getting up at 9 o'clock, you're going to have to get up at 6 o'clock. If you're not getting yourself together, I'm going to tell you, you're not getting yourself together. Right? We got to want change. We got to understand we coming into 2025. There is so much money to be made right from your home. If you got a smartphone, it's no excuse, right? So I want to teach you all so much. P31 boot camp will be in full effect January 1st. I already have 5 women who have signed up. So if you're interested, let me know. Comment below. I'm going to put my cell phone number in the flyer right here. So that way you can text me, call me, let me know what's going on. Let me know kind of what your situation is. It's going to be first come, first serve. It's not biased. Men can join as well. But yeah, y'all. I love y'all. Peace.